Hi there, crafty peeps. Enis here from Papercrafting with Enis, and I'm on with another project share as a guest designer for the Happy Crafter Shop during the month of March. And just as a reminder, I'm going to show you her social media as well as her shop address. And don't forget, if you shop, please use my coupon code ENIS10 for 10% off your entire order. And I did want to mention that Lisa has asked me to be a guest designer again during the month of April. So I'm fairly certain that that coupon code is going to work for sure this month and in April. And yeah, I'm really excited she asked me to do that again. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Lisa, for the opportunity and for the products that you send to me to craft with. So what I'm going to be using today is her bow die set, and she's just calling it Bow Set 2025. It comes in 3 sizes. We've got the large, the medium, and the small. You've got some layering pieces for the bow loops as well as the tails. Then I also used a couple of these flower beads here, and these are really, really cute. Some have a little purple center, some have a little pink center. Very cute. And I absolutely love these faceted egg-shaped beads here that she had this time. And if she restocks these, I am definitely getting more. I love how the light glistens off of these. So those are the products that I'm using from her shop. So I'm just going to put that aside. And I actually made a nice project, but then I made a bunch of little bows. And these are not fancy by any means, but I am going to show you just because I made them. And I just wanted to show you a couple of different ways that you can use this die set that are super easy. So you can see here, I've actually used 2 different size bows. We've got the small bow on top of the medium bow, and then I'm using some foil cardstock on the back. And this is just a plain pink on there, and I've got a little half back pearl. And then here's another one the same size, but you can see I've alternated out the paper from the way I did this one, and this one has a little bow cabochon. Then I have this one here, which is all pink with the pink half back pearl. And I did want to point this out. I rolled the top part of the bow under, and I rolled the tails up on this one. And on this one, I rolled everything under. And so it kind of gives each one its own unique look. And then here's a couple more. These are all rolled under. This one has the pearl. This one has a little bow cabochon. And then this one here, I have a larger bow cabochon, and I really rolled these tails up here and rolled the top loops down. I think that looks really, really pretty with the foil cardstock. And then here's one that I just did flat all in foil with a little tiny half back. And like I said, I know these aren't fancy projects, but my real project I wanted to show you, that was just so you can see some different ways you can use them. And this is my real project, and this is so, so cute. So I made this little zipper pouch here out of some faux leather that I got from a collaboration package from BB Craft, and I think I actually got that last year. And it came with a sheet of this pebbled peach color and these beautiful leaf floral ones here. And this is all I have left from those 2 sheets. But you can see here I made the pouch itself out of the pretty pebbled peach. I have gusseted the corners here so the bag has a little bit of room on the inside, plus it stands up. I've got an off-white zipper there. I made a zipper pull out of some of the faux leather just by tucking it through and stitching it across there to keep it in place. I have this little bow across the front here, and you can see right here in the center where I use the beautiful layered bow from the Happy Crafter Shop. So, by the way, these dies cut perfectly through this faux leather in my big shop machine. So, so good. And I love how this one here, I've actually tilted each layer off and on so that it gives some more dimension to it. And, oh, also, I forgot about this. I am using one of the bunny head cabochons that was in this release as well. Forgot about that one. So I think that turned out really, really cute. And then I did put one of my large jump rings through the side of the pouch here and made a little dangle, and I'll just give you a close-up of that. This is where I used the purple and the pink flowers as well as the pink and the purple faceted beads, and I think that looks so cute on this little pouch. So cute. And I did not line it, and that's because this faux leather has a nice felty kind of a backing on it, so it's got a nice soft inside. So this little pouch, completed, measures 5 1/8 wide by, if you don't count the bottom gusset, about 4 1/2 inches, and the gusset is 1 inch. So I think that's really, really cute. And just showing another way you can use these beautiful bow dies, cutting your faux leather and adding it to a sewn project, or any other project for that matter. So what I want to do with you now that I've shown you my little samples of the bows, I want to actually put one of these faux leather bows together. So let me squinch the camera in, so give me a second. Okay, so you can see here I have already cut out all of my pieces, and I'm actually going to be using E6000 to put this together. I'm sure Art Glitter Glue or Barely Arts glue would probably not hold the faux leather together. Maybe your Fabri-Tac would, but I'm not really sure, but I know E6000 does, because that's what I used on this one, and it is holding very, very nicely. So when you do cut faux leather with dies, this is what I find. This one doesn't have any, but you're going to have, let me see if I can show you. You see how it's got some little rough ends there? Okay, I'm going to show you how to get those off super, super easy. You are going, and the reason you want to do that is you want your project to be nice and professional looking. So what you're going to do is just take a lighter, and you are going to lightly singe all the way around the edge of your piece. So let me do that really quickly. And I'm going to show you, if you do it quickly, it's not going to burn your faux leather. See, not burned. But you can also see that all of the little rough pieces are gone. Now you can see some down here because I haven't done that part yet, but let me do that. And now you can see they're all gone. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do that to each of the pieces that needs it, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I have all my pieces, and you can see they don't have those fuzzy little edges on them anymore. Now I'm going to take my E6000, and I'm just going to put a little blob on my paper towel here. I'm going to be using my finger to apply this. If you have another way that you prefer to apply your E6000, that's fine. And by the way, you know this does have an odor. So it's a beautiful day here in Michigan. I think it's about 67, 68 degrees. So I do have the window open so I can get some circulation. So I'm going to take my backing piece. Oh, and by the way, if you want your bow to be a little bit more firmer, you can actually add a layer of 110-pound cardstock to the back of it. But for my purposes, I'm not going to be doing that. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of this glue and place it right there. Okay, and then let me see, which one did I do first? I think I put my tails on. So I'm just going to put my tails on, and I'm going to actually tilt this off center a little bit because I like the extra layering it kind of gives to it. And of course you can do it however you want, as long as that E6000 is still wet. You can slide this around however you like. Okay, and now I'm going to put my top layer on. So once again, I'm going to just take a little E6000, place that on here, not too much. And I am actually going to off-center this just a little bit, once again, to add some dimension. Okay, just a little. And then I've got my small bow. Just going to add a little E6000 on there. And I'm going to tilt this one in a different direction, just because that's the way I like it. And like I said before, you can always do whatever you want to do. Okay, so there's the little bow with all the layers on. And I have chosen to put this little flower cabochon on this one. Okay, so this time I'm going to add the glue on the, and it doesn't matter how you do it, but I'm going to add the glue on the back of my cabochon this time. Because if I spill it around on the bow, you're going to be able to see it, and I don't want that to happen. So we just get a little on there, tuck it in place. Okay, cleaning the glue off my fingers. I'm just adjusting my layers a little bit so I can get more of that dimensional look. And there you have it. There is my finished bow in the faux leather. And you can decorate this however you want. You don't have to put a gemmy there. You can actually use the middle pieces here and do it in a contrasting faux leather, and that would look really pretty on there. You could add a different size cabochon. You could add a pearl. You can do a little dangle on there, and so you have a little something hanging off. Just really, really pretty. And I think it was a perfect addition to this adorable little zipper pouch. So, so cute. So that's what I've got for you today. You got a quick little tutorial on how to make the bows. And you see all the different ways I put these together. And like I said, these are just simple little bows, nothing fancy. We've got the flat ones here. We have this one where I've curled the tails forward and the bow loops backwards. This one has everything curled towards the back. And just a variety. Here's one where these are curled forwards and these are curled backwards. We've got pearls and little bows on there. And that's it. That's my fun little project for today. I may have one more Happy Crafter project coming for the month of March. We'll see if I can get it done before the 31st. And also I wanted to remind you again, if you shop Happy Crafter, I do have a coupon code for 10% off. Enis 10, and I am going to be a guest designer again during the month of March, and I can't wait to share the products that Lisa sends to me. And I want to thank you again, Lisa, for the opportunity. I always love crafting with your products, and I appreciate your confidence in me to produce some cute little projects to share with your customers. So thanks again, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next crafty video. See you later, crafty peeps. Bye.